So I pulled the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands for the last 2 weeks of December. And so I'm trying to stay out of the camera light here. So the Queen of Swords is someone who's usually an air sign. This would be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And she is someone who's very distinct in how she acts. She's analytical. She's a little sharp sometimes, a little sharp-tongued, but not really. I mean, she can be smooth around the edges. The swords just say that, she cuts through the BS. She's intellectual, analytical, unlike the cup cards, for one, that are very much about what we love and they're romantic and that. The swords they're different. They're about our thinking and our thought process. And then we have the Nine of Wands. And if you look at the way the cards lay out, it looks like she's giving him a helping hand. This guy has been through some battle here. So I don't know if for some of you Scorpios, if it's around your work, because the wands do in fact represent the work that we put out in the world, our passion. It represents the fire signs. So passionate about what you do. And maybe you've been having to stand up for yourself around that. I mean, it feels like he's guarding his babies here, right? And so this could either go one of two ways. She's either as an air sign or someone who's very, feels like possibly a boss. And this could be a man or a woman, by the way. So it could be a male boss, authority figure. Excuse me. It could be a judge handing down a court case resolution, something like that. And yet it feels like there's a little bit of guarding around that. So she's either on your side or because it feels like she's giving you a helping hand. But this guy here, he's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm into what she's doing. He sort of backed off. So I don't know if someone, the air sign, it might be someone's wanting to help you and help you get to your, where you want to be with your job. Maybe your job is like, I don't know if I'm, doing the right thing, or if, if I'm having to cover for myself, cover hours for other people. People have not let you down, but you feel like you've let others down and you've really had to stand on your guard. So this queen could be, again, she could be helping you, or she could be more of a boss. So let me know in the comments below, Scorpio, too, who this court card is, because of course, not all of you are born on the same day, same hour, same minute. You know that. So she's not, or he, going to be the same for everybody. But let me know. Now, for the first 2 weeks of January, I have here the Five of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Completely different cards from each other. In fact, they're not even facing each other. While these two are facing each other and feel like they have a conversation going on, the Five of Swords is facing away. So it feels like maybe out of this standing up for yourself, you've had a battle of words. Again, because the swords represent our intellect, our thinking. And he's holding two of the swords, and two here and then a third one. And these other two have put theirs down, if you can see that. There you go. So it feels like that you all possibly have been through some conflict or holding your words back. We are in Mercury retrograde. Now, we're not going to be the first 2 weeks of January, but there is a shadow period. And Mercury goes back direct on, I want to say December 22nd, but we still have a 2-week shadow period. So it might be, Scorpio, that you're really having to watch your words around people, what you're saying. Maybe you're the one that's coming off a little bit sharp. If not, then, if this isn't you, if this is someone else and you're over here and you've had to kind of release the reins a little bit, then it may feel like someone has one over on you, either at work or at home. I'm just looking at these two, and they feel very similar, don't they? The Nine of Wands, he's guarding his post, while the Five of Swords, he's like victory, success over other people. So I've said that very dramatically, but that's the feel of this particular card. Now he's facing away, which makes me happy, the Ace of Pentacles. And this is a really auspicious card. It's blessings from the universe of good health, good finances, new beginnings in health and finances. And, if I guess you could look at it that, excuse me, the hand is coming out of this card. So it might be that, if you're the winner of this wit or confrontation, that there's joy and abundance that comes out of it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it feels like there's some hiccups along the way, and this Queen of Swords she's in the mix somehow. And yet at the end, there's the Ace of Pentacles. So either you're going to receive promotion, bonus, new opportunity of growth, hear about news of, again, all those things, employment, compensation package that's really nice. Maybe around the first of the year. Now, oftentimes companies do that. They will come up with new compensation programs. So if you're in sales, for instance, and you have a certain quota, maybe they'll, arrange the package to where you can make more money, or you feel like you can make more money. Or if you are on any project where the bottom line is what counts, then it feels like that you guys might be doing okay. It's the Ace of Pentacles. I love to see the Ace cards of any of the four suits. Okay, let's see what the transition card is that implicates one month to the other. What instigates this whole thing? Okay, this is the King of Pentacles. So this is an earth sign: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have a couple people in your spread here, Scorpio. And I said Virgo almost accidentally. So this, you all let me know again if this is a Virgo person. This is someone who's very good with money, takes care of their health. They're a master at the bottom line, at their finances. They have a good profit sheet. They're in the black. They're not in the red. You can see how he's dressed well. He has his castle back here, and he's dressed nicely, and he's not overweight or underweight. He takes care of himself. He's into fitness. So it might be that any of you all that have not been feeling well, that, by the mid of January, that you start feeling well, which would be great, because that oftentimes January, February can implicate more of the cold and flu season, but maybe you're getting past that. Or maybe this is a person who's helping you in your life, and they're dynamic. They're helping you structure your finances. They're giving you ideas on investing, stock markets, that sort of thing. Because I do feel like you come out really nice here towards the middle of January. All right. I'll look at the crystal and see what's up for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Well, okay, this is a visual of, it looks, all right. This is a bird. It looks like both a pelican and a hawk. So just saying, this could be a totem animal. I have a friend that anytime she sees a hawk, if we're in the car, she's like, there you go. It's just very special to her. It means a lot to her. So you might want to Google the meaning of hawk and or pelican, because this looks like a long-beaked, possibly long-necked bird. This is not, it could be an ostrich. It could be, I'm just saying, if this means anything to any of you all, if you have totem animals, totem birds, all right? Okay, what else for Scorpio? I'm also seeing I guess what you would say, a spiritual or religious figure. And this is not from this particular time era. This is, or even close. This is from eons ago. This might be more like a Moses figure, a king figure, Jesus, someone like that who has that sort of leadership. Feels like there's someone who sacrificed, not a martyr, but someone who has sacrificed, but then led people to a bounty. So if you're studying spirituality, any of the masters, any of the Buddha yogis, any of that comes up in the particular crystal. So maybe you're going to meetups. You're talking to other people about those types of mystical things that are very fun. Okay, anything else for Scorpio? Well, I do see an opening for you to make a commitment. Now, you're going to have to make this fairly quickly so that you don't come out on bottom. I know this sounds odd, but I'm seeing you on top and on bottom, and yet there's a window of opportunity between both of these visuals. So if someone says, hey, you know what, I think you'd be great at, let's just say, putting together a thesis for me. I don't know where I got the word thesis, or a marketing program, or you'd be great on the computer at doing this or that. Think about that, Scorpio, because and I feel like this comes more in January. This might be an opportunity for you that makes you happy, that gives you a thrill. It's out of your usual work and into a different network is what I'm hearing. A different network that you haven't been associating with. And I do see a lot of green in this particular crystal. So green meaning the heart chakra. So maybe expressing how you feel, coming from the heart space. Again, watching this Mercury retrograde time, if you feel like sometimes you have a sharp tongue, or if someone is opinionated, it could be about work, it could be about relationships, it could be about politics, it could be, that gets a lot of people's feathers ruffled. So, just kind of go with the flow. It's all, for all of us, a good time to bite our tongue if we feel like people have other opinions and or comments than we do. Because, this Mercury retrograde does blow over, and we want to keep our family, friends, associates, co-workers are important. The relationship happy, right? Okay, so let's add up the cards, Scorpio. And there's 1 and 9 is 10. All the court cards are 1 plus the ace. 1 and 9 is 10. 11, 12, and 5 is 17. Well, 1 and 7 is 8. 8 is about abundance and affinity. Infinity. It could be affinity, but it's infinity. So, again, you guys might be really focused on how your bottom line's going to look. I kind of feel like that's coming up for you. What are you spending money on, I would say? How are you watching what you're spending money on? How are you saying, okay, well, I'm going to hire someone to clean, but I also want to get a massage. It's those types of things. And then 17 in the major arcana cards is it's the star card. And I want to go back a little bit to what I was just saying, watching your bottom line and how you're spending on each expenditure. Your balancing act for allocating different monies. Okay. All right. So this all adds up to the star card. and number 17 in the major arcana. And this is really a misunderstood card. If you'll remember, it's the card where it's a nude woman. And she has one foot in a pond where she's flowing water, and she has another foot on the ground, and there's stars all around her. So usually this card indicates to me that your angels and your guides are around you. They're giving you messages. So if you're getting intuitive hits, Scorpio, then that wouldn't be unusual for you anyway. But notice them, acknowledge them, follow through with them. This is also represents the astrological sign of Aquarius. So maybe if you have any Aquarian friends, it also is, we're moving into the age of Aquarius, which is fun. The major word for this particular card also is hope for the star card. So I feel like with these different issues, communication, standing up for who you are and what you've done and your work, and this here, that I still feel like, you're feeling like, okay, there's still a lot of hope. We're all going through, I say we all, a lot of people are going through transitions and transformations right now. So you might be very well one of them.